Hello everyone, this is a 32 back with a look at this week's mail thus far. I actually have some things that I still need to add on at the end of this video. So this video is unfortunately going to be a bit delayed, and I apologize about that. But first, we got a bunch of decks. I have here some from Kickstarter. First from Gambler's Warehouse and playingcards.net. They are the Prestige Radiance decks, which are pretty nice for boxes and whatnot in red, black, and white. Surprised no blue or green colors, but they're pretty nice. Nice boxes and everything. Then I got another one from Kickstarter here. This is from Make Playing Cards. It is their fluorescent quad fluorescent ink, which has that for a bat design, all four of their fluorescent colors in one. Unfortunately, the colors don't really look as good as they do on the project page, in my opinion. But outside of that, they're pretty nice. And then I got one here from Stockholm 17 that I've been waiting on. Special shout out to Lorenzo for resending it out after the original one got lost somewhere and never even shipped out. And it is the 17th Kingdom Avant-Garde deck, which, yes, does not have a rectangular shape. It's got an hourglass shape to it. Really interesting box that has no glue on it. You just flip it all open, and it has these nice red matte edges. It's not yielding, it's a matte finish of some sort. Very interesting, very nice. And I got one more deck. This one I got, it's from Crab Fragment Labs and James Ernest, and I got it from Drive Through Cards. I had it printed there. You know, you print on demand, and it is the Fair Market deck, which is made for a couple of different card games at least. I know there's a trick-taking game, and there's also a gambling game called Fair Market. And it is a free-suited deck that has cards numbered Ace through 9. Then you also have cards 10 through 60, and you have free court cards, the Page, the Queen, and the Consort. So it's very interesting. Free-suited deck. It's still 54 cards. Then I have some games with more to come. First of all, I got a couple here that I got from Allplay, which used to be known as boardgametables.com. Now it's allplay.com. And I got, first of all, Sail, which is a trick-taking game where you, it's a two-player trick-taking game where you and your opponent/partner are trying to play tricks and navigate your boat that you have across this ocean and navigate around islands and krakens and get to the finish line. There's different scenarios you can play with different lengths for the end goal. And yeah, it seems pretty cool. Pretty nice artwork. The other one I got from them is Couture. These both come from Asian design games. Couture, which I have a difficult time kind of pronouncing, is all about facet and collecting different cards to score points and basically auctioning, drafting. So it's pretty cool. About striking a pose. Oh, I forgot to mention the Stockholm 17 one. They sent an ad card for Solitaire 17, his app, where you can play Solitaire with Stockholm 17 decks. There's a couple of the standard decks that you can play for free, or you can, for a few bucks, buy different designs of his, whether you own them or not, and you can play them on the app. So it's pretty cool. But anyways, going back to some games here, I got a couple of games here that I got from PortlandGameCollective.com. And these two are actually brought in from a Brazilian indie producer. They're hard to find outside of that. So it's nice that Portland Game Collective brings in these games, and I have a number of them on the website, so we're sold out, that they bring in from other places that are harder to find. And these are both from Grok Games in Brazil. First one is Dobro, which is a little ladder climbing game. Pretty interesting. Unfortunately, neither has instructions in English, but I will get those. And the other one is a trick-taking game called Stonks, which of course is slang for stocks. And in this one, you play tricks and you manipulate the market value of the different suits. And then you collect, if you win a trick, you collect one of the cards that was played, put it into your portfolio, stock portfolio, and then at the end of the round, you score points based on the cards that you have and what they are worth. So it's a very interesting game. I like it. And that is that for the moment. Stay tuned because I will be back with some more games. Just as soon as I can. They'll be on this video. Sorry it is delayed. Stay tuned. As promised, I am here with a couple more things that I picked up from the post office. The first is one I got on Amazon. It's from Osprey Games and Foreskin Gimler. It is Odin's Ravens, which is a racing game with cards for 2 players. Basically, you're Odin's Ravens, Hugin and Munin, and you have to kind of race around the world. That's basically what it is. It's a little racing game. Pretty cool. Came out just a couple years ago, actually 2016. It's actually a reprint of a older game from a few years before that had a bit more to it, a bit more strategy perhaps. This one's a little bit lighter, but it seems pretty cool. And the original one had like scoring. This one does not really, I can recall. And then the other thing I got is some stuff I got from gameplay.pt, a game sold from Portugal. And the reason why I got them from there is because they had these games and it was the best price I can find for them too. The first one is a game that came out last year. These are both from Pythagoras, which is a Portuguese game company and design company. They're both from Miranda and INKSTER. And the first one is Cafe, which is a little card game where you're going to be laying out cards in a display, collecting goods items, well, coffee beans basically, and then using the symbols on the different cards that you have available to you to dry those beans and then roast them and then transport them and sell them to different cafes. So pretty interesting. It's got some nice foil to it. And the other one, also from the same company, is one that just came out recently. It's called Lata, which is Portuguese for can. And you see a can of either sardines or mackerel here on the front, old school with the key. Something, as a Portuguese guy, I'm familiar with. Not that I eat this, but grew up around that. And it's a little game where you're going to have a factory where you produce canned fish. And there's all sorts of stuff involving using stuff to buy different ingredients to make the canned goods and then selling the canned goods. And it's pretty interesting. So that is it for this week. Sorry this video is delayed. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and we will see you next time with more. Thanks for watching. And for the record, this upcoming week, not expecting too much. So don't be surprised if I only get a few things. A couple things, probably. But anyways, see ya with more.